rapture going to happen on 2025? Of course, it can even happen tonight. We've been having so many questions in our office from all over the world. People are asking, they're hearing different stories about rapture. So many people like to know about what's going to happen. Well, most events that are happening in this month is really true that they were predicted years ago. If we have to use the Bible and calculate, we'll find a lot of events that are happening right now being predicted in Scripture. Firstly, Jesus Christ was crucified in 32 AD, right? Jesus Christ was crucified in 32 AD. Now, 2032 will be how many years? 2,000 years. I want you to go to Hosea 6 verse 2.
After 2 days, he will revive us again. On the third day, he will rise us up, that we may live in his sight.
All right, so we see scripture saying that rapture is going to happen after 2 days. So if we find out what are these 2 days, we go to 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8 to 9. Now, when you go to 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8 to 9, you are going to find something that is very important there, right? It says,
But beloved, do not forget this one thing, that with the Lord 1 day is as 1,000 years.
All right, so let's come back to here. Now, we read the scripture in Hosea, which says destruction is going to happen after how many days? 2 days, all right? Now, if the scripture said it's going to happen in 2 days, and then it says on the third day, all right, which is another 1 day, on the third day, which is 1, all right? It means that destruction is going to happen after 2,000 years, and 1 day is equal to also another 1,000 years, which the Bible speaks of the 1,000 years after rapture. We talk about millennial rule, right? Where we'll be with Christ. So if you look at this, you find out that 2,000 years will exactly be in 2032. All right, so 2032 will be 2,000 years, which is how many days? 2 days, right? Now, as we speak on issues of rapture, one can ask a question, so do you mean that rapture is going to happen in 2032? Well, let's explain it first and we answer that question. The Bible talks of that there will be rapture. After rapture, there'll be 7 years of tribulation. So 7 years of tribulation, if you now minus 2032 minus 7 years is equal to 2025. All right? So if rapture has to happen before 2032, then it will take us to 2025. But the question now must be, is rapture going to happen on 2025? That's the question. So the answer all the times must be, just be ready. Rapture can happen anytime. Whether this year, whether in 10 years, whether in 20 years, it is much as the dates can give us all the evidences of events, but it is not right to tell people that rapture is going to happen on this day. It isn't right. It isn't even biblical. And the scripture warns us that in the last time people will come who will tell you this is going to happen on this day. Rapture will happen. Scripture says it will happen like a thief. But what you need to understand is, so all events are pointing us that we're actually living in the very danger zone. Right? If rapture will not happen anytime soon, you just have to know that we are living in what? Extra time. But it gets even more scary when you check here. In the book of Amos 8 and Amos chapter 9, it talks of that during this period, 2 events will happen. 1, the moon shall become blood. It even goes further to say that the sun shall be darkened. In Acts 2 verse 20, Peter quotes a scripture of Joel 2 verse 31, which says, and the sun shall be turned into darkness. And in this month of September, the sun will be turned into darkness on the 21st. and the moon into blood. And today on the 7th, the moon has turned into blood. Now, these are scientific events. However, they are predicted that they will happen. When you read the scripture, they will happen in both Amos 8, both Amos 9 talks about these events will happen in the same month. And in that month, it even speaks of the dead.